Hey guys, welcome to our community group Leader Lifter. We're so glad that you're here. We're so glad that you have made the commitment to lead a community group, either in your home, at your school, in your workplace, at your gym. There's lots of ways that you could be doing this, and we are here to support you. So after you've maybe watched the other two videos, what is a community group, or how do you start a community group, you may be wondering to yourself, well, what are actually the details of a community group? What does every community group need to have? And we're going to attempt to answer those questions for you as usual. So why don't we just start there? I've made the decision to start a community group. What do I need to have in order to make that successful?
Well, the first thing you need to do is, for our detour series, go to clifec.com/detour and register. And then take that link and send other people that link in order for them to be able to register and get all the material
So
as well.
we don't just want leaders to register, we want everybody in the group to register.
Yeah, absolutely, because what we talked about in our previous video is we're not asking people to be a teacher, but to help facilitate a discussion. And if everyone has the test questions, if you would, if everyone has the material, it makes the discussion a lot better. And so we want to be able to help people to be able to follow up, give more information, more resources in the days ahead to everyone, not just the person who says, I'll lead this group for this series.
So that's kind of a roundabout way of saying the first thing that you need is access to the material.
That's right.
So what kind of materials will they be getting?
The material will be, you will receive immediately after you register. There will be a link on your screen as well as an email sent to you for a PDF book. You can download that. You can add it to your iBooks on your iPad or on your phone, or just to be able to save that PDF, as well as there will be weekly teaching videos from our pastors who have done a great job. We've created this whole video series to have some discussion with our whole staff that really are part of it. Great to hear their story as our pastors teach and lead that and have the whole staff involved. So you'll get the PDF, weekly videos, as well as additional resources.
So, and those videos that we produce weekly are always based on the previous Sunday, is
That's
that
right?
right?
Yep.
So we'll be doing a sermon this Sunday, and the video and the material that we use will be based on that sermon.
Absolutely.
Every week we
for
do
that week.
that.
And so, but the way we've done, people said, well, I don't attend your church, or I didn't miss this Sunday. We've created the teaching material to be so good that you don't necessarily have to attend church here to still benefit from the weekly teaching video and the discussion guide.
Oh, that's really good to know, actually. So I have the material. I've watched the video. I heard the sermon. How much time should I be putting in every week preparing for my group?
You know, we want to make it as easy as possible. Obviously, putting a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, energy into it will make your group go a lot smoother and a lot better when your group actually meets.
And that doesn't mean I'm doing a Greek word study.
No, not at all.
Or I'm having to interpret the Bible on my own. It means that I'm just watching the video, I've heard the sermon, and I've read the questions.
That's right.
And that's it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's it.
Oh, well, that seems pretty easy.
Yeah, we do want to make this as easy as possible because we don't expect everybody to be able to teach. We have great teachers who do that.
Right.
We want to give you access to their teaching and allow your group to have a discussion based on
So
it.
you're not asking them to be Bible experts?
No.
So,
There's not very many of those around
here. And
here.
they don't have to be great public speakers?
No, not at all.
And I know I have to emphasize this because I think that is the number one deterrent.
It is very intimidating.
Yeah. But really, your role as a community group leader is to be hospitable and facilitate.
Absolutely.
Right.
Put out some chips and hot sauce, have a couple of Diet Cokes, and be able to push play on YouTube.
Yeah, that seems pretty easy.
You could do that.
I could. I probably could do that, except for that. Yeah. So anyway, but well, that's really good to know. But what if I don't meet in a home?
So because of being on YouTube, you don't have to, have access to it. You could use your iPad. Maybe you can use something in the gym or in your work to be able just to host a few people to be able to gather around you to watch a 15-minute video.
Yeah. So should I send like emails out? Do I have to take attendance or do a roll?
No, we would like to know everyone that's in your group,
Right.
but there's no weekly attendance. This isn't making sure everybody's in science class this week. We
Yeah.
like to know everybody that's in your group. There's no weekly attendance.
Now, should we like? I mean, do we have to meet outside the church? Do you guys encourage us to like hang out together? What exactly should my community group do?
We want your community group to be people that you're already hanging out with. We don't want it to be a bunch of strangers trying to figure out who do I meet, who are these people, but people that you already have a little bit of relationship with. And so anything time that you can meet outside of your normal just community group meeting time, going out to eat dinner or going to a Friday night football game together, anything that you can do, or even serving on Sunday mornings together, help you be able to connect and make those conversations so much better.
Some of my favorite community groups in our church have met. Like I know a group of ladies who were meeting at Dough Bellies here in Forney once a week at lunch, and it was just kind of a regular standing appointment. And there was just 3 of them in the group, and they really looked forward to doing it every week. And that's a good community group, right?
Absolutely. Finding whether it could be a men's group, it could be a women's group, it could be a couples group, maybe it's a group of students meeting together. Maybe you're in a couples group with other people from church, but you still do a women's group at your school before school starts.
Yeah.
And so it's not limited to one area.
Yeah. So, and I think sometimes we get it in our minds, like even though we might not be familiar with what a community group is, we've decided what a community group is supposed to be.
That's right.
And if it doesn't meet those standards, then we feel like that's why we can't do it. But that's not true. How would you encourage our viewers today to move past that?
First, just step out on faith. We talked about in our last video that God has a perfect group out there for you, and they're waiting for you to invite them to it. And then just take a step forward, invite them. Don't make it overly complicated. This is just some friends getting together. You do that all the time. You're together with your friends. Just do it and have a little bit of purpose behind it. And so for other groups, it's you're already in an existing community group. Maybe you've been meeting since the last series, or maybe you've been meeting for a few years. Get going, be consistent, commit to being part of this 6-week series.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you guys for joining us again. We make these videos on a weekly basis. If you would like to know when our next Leader Lifter is coming out, the easiest thing to do is go to our YouTube channel, hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. And then you will be alerted every time we post a new video to that channel. We're praying for you. We appreciate you. We love you. Thanks, guys.